Hello Scorpio and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. So I hope you're well. As always, take what resonates. This won't be for everyone. Let's see what we have for our lovely Scorpios. Thank you. Angels, spirits, guides for the next 3 months. We're looking at April, May and June. And what I've done is I've taken the relevant cards from your yearly 2023 tarot reading. In April we have Justice. In May we have the Six of Pentacles, and in June we have the Hierophant. So we're going to pull some extra cards and we will look at the individual cards, information that I'm getting from them, and overarching messages as well, as a lot can happen in different areas of life in 1 month, let alone 3. So let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. We have Queen of Wands to start your reading. That's in April. With that, we have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands. Let's see what we have in May time. What do we have for Scorpio in May? We have the Five of Wands. Page of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. Let's see what we have in June. What do we have for Scorpio in June? Thank you. We have the Queen of Cups. Can be you, Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male or female, or the energy of the card. Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Lovers. Okay, Scorpio. You might be dealing, I wanted to say Pisces then, so you might even be dealing with the Pisces in some way, or might have Pisces in your chart. Anyway, let's look at the messages that I'm getting for you. I want to say here, Scorpio, I'm really seeing April to May time. I'm getting a strong sense of money areas coming your way. Because justice can be that card of cause and effect. It can be what we put energy into can bring balance back into our lives. So this can actually be linked with things coming back into balance for you. If in April, again to May time, I'm feeling strongly, there is this sense here of getting things back into balance. Now, justice can also be linked with things like contracts, can be in terms of business, can also be things like official, red tape, bureaucracy. If we apply for visa applications, if we apply for mortgages, it can be things like the contracts that are associated with that, or going through some kind of process, solicitors, it can be linked with that kind of thing. So it might well be that there is some, I want to say certainly in terms of money terms in particular, there could be some money or some contract coming your way. Might well bring a sense of balance. Now the Queen of Wands here, Scorpio, with the Ace of Wands. This Queen holds the wand of opportunity. So certainly in terms of money areas, the Ace of Wands can be linked with new job, new business opportunity, new career venture, new initiative, new project. This person could be influential in offering you that. And it's because you've put effort and energy into a particular direction, you're getting that sense of balance back. So I feel certainly, I'm really getting a sense of April to May, because there's going to be a period where you just don't know. Nine of Swords is, you might be going through some kind of stressful period. You might be going through something, whatever the process that you're going through is preying on your mind. So this can be when we overthink, when we overdwell, when we overworry, we're uncertain, what's going to happen next. You're being told with Justice, there is that sense of cause and effect, that things will come back into balance by the actions that you have taken. But it might well be that not everything is fully clear to you in April, but it will be, because we have the Page of Swords here, the news that brings clarity your way. So this can be that sense of that fresh perspective, that fresh clarity coming your way. It's the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change, where you can surrender a painful ending. Ten of Swords can be linked with endings or bring an end to a painful experience. Certainly if this has been in money, career, financially aspect, the Ten of Swords can sometimes indicate where we feel stabbed in the back, betrayed, persecuted, thrown under the bus, like I said, scapegoated in some way. But this is the end of that. So again, 9 to the 10 as well. I feel that this is where you just can draw the line under what has been maybe a painful situation, and you embrace that new light. You surrender the pain, you surrender that painful ending, because there's the new coming in with that kind of sense of the wind of change coming in your way, is what I always say with that Page of Swords. It always feels like that sense of a breath of fresh air, the wind has changed, the new is coming in that brings clarity. And with the Five of Wands can be about, we battle to get an end result. We're in competition with others. We pit ourselves against other people because we're in it to win it. It looks, if that's the situation here, Scorpio, the Six of Pentacles is really Spirit telling you you're going to get what you need. It can be a sign of Spirit working through the situation to bring you what you need. People, places, person. But there is some kind of tangible offer being extended. Six of Pentacles can be very good in terms of someone reaching out, offering you something of monetary value. Very good in terms of the Ace of Wands, jobs, business opportunities, career paths, where you can just surrender. Either something ended potentially for you that caused you stress, or you've been through a process or an experience that was hurtful or difficult, but you can surrender that now, because I feel the news is just bringing that sense of fresh air where you can just move on to a brand new chapter, brand new beginning. That's what I'm seeing for you, April to May time in particular. Very good on the money front, I feel, money and business, career, April to May time. Because again, beneath Justice, you can see these energies, the two cards, the two scales, things coming back into balance. By your action, what you put into something is what you're getting back. It's law of attraction energy, these energies. So there's a strong indication here, Scorpio, that even though something has been stressful, it's not stopped you taking action towards the end result. And that's the energy of some kind of reward coming your way as a result of that. Can be in the form of an offer of some kind. That brings that sense of balance and harmony, is what I'm getting here. So let's go through, and like I said, I'll come to, that was a key message that was coming through, so I just wanted to start on that first. Let's start with Justice as well. So individually, Justice can also be with, when Justice appears in your reading, it can be very good in terms of legal scenarios as well. Legal, government institutions, a decision coming in is generally in your favour when Justice appears in your reading. Always a lovely energy to see Justice, because it represents things being fair and true and balanced. And if things haven't been fair up until this point, there could well be some significant decision coming in. I feel again this is May to June time, that again you might have been in battle with somebody and it's been stressful because you just want to kind of like move through that new door. That's the energy here. But this is the energy of news brings the end to a painful process that you might have been through. So certainly if it was a legal process, it looks like the cards are showing here Scorpio, that you get to surrender a painful experience that you might have been through, and the new opens up. So however that manifests for you here, because again, the Six of Pentacles can be things like sums of money as well. But certainly Spirit is saying you're going to get the help, the people, the expertise, the divine help that you need. There's a great sense of being watched over with this card, as with the Hierophant as well. But this is your time to receive. That's the energy here with the Six of Pentacles. It might well be because it's fair, just and true that you receive this. So however that scenario is playing out for you, that's what I'm seeing here. Now, in addition to that, Scorpio, because I did say I will touch upon some of the individual cards, the Ace of Wands can be linked with things that we're inspired to start, inspired to do. I sometimes describe the Ace of Wands as if we are inspired to move to a county or a state that we have had that soul affinity with. It might well be you're taking this initiative and taking action to start something new here, whether it's moving or relocating or starting something close to your heart. The Ace of Wands can indicate here, Scorpio, things like new initiatives, new hobbies, even a new business venture. It doesn't necessarily mean that you move away from your current employment if that was the case. But the Ace of Wands appears. It can just be feeling inspired to start something new and putting something into action, taking action towards it, planting that seed. And it promises real growth and success down this line. It can represent a new passion, a spark of an idea being put into action, being inspired to start something. The Ace of Wands can also be very good in terms of a new spark, in terms of romance, a new passion, new chemistry with somebody, that kind of instant connection, that instant attraction energy. So however that manifests for you, that's what I'm being drawn to here. And really, if you're going through some kind of stressful period in whatever life area, the Nine of Swords indicates that you're absolutely going to be protected. Again, the blanket of protection. So even though there are reasons to be worried, to overdwell and overfocus on a particular issue, sometimes we just need to gauge that. Sometimes we need to be aware of what the mind can do to us, to take that step back and regain our perspective. Because this is when we lose perspective, when we can't see the wood for the trees, when our mind works against us, is very destructive. And it's those thoughts, each of those swords are thoughts. And they multiply the more we think about them, they stack up on that wall, just because the more we dwell, the more we think, the more things escalate. So this is the energy, just try and keep that perspective as much as you can, because it's rooted in facts. It's just when the mind becomes our own worst enemy, keeps us up at night, we overthink, we overdwell. So that's the energy here with the Nine of Swords energy here, Scorpio, absolutely being protected. Sometimes we don't realize that, but we are. And again, this sense of justice is karmic, What you put energy into in certainly April, I see, to May time, is what you're going to get the reward back on. It's just, fair, balanced and true, but very karmic energy as well. So Six of Pentacles, I've kind of spoken about the money side of things. If there is some kind of, and I really do feel here, Scorpio, if there's some kind of battle, like I said, there could be some legal situation even, there is a sense that you're going to get what you deserve. Again, Six of Pentacles in legal circumstances can be contractual issues, settlements, division of assets and awards. If there's some kind of, I feel it's to do with some kind of potential the ending of a process here that you might have been going through if it's legal, inheritance, child alimony, support, and so on and so forth. It can be whatever life area, but it has monetary value. That's what I'm seeing for you. If you've been battling towards getting what you deserve, there's a strong energy April to May that's happening for you. And in other life areas, if, again, the Five of Wands can be if there has been fallouts or disagreements for whatever reason. Again, Page of Swords. And sometimes the Page brings in news, information, communication, knowledge. So there may well be something being learnt, learning something, hearing something, or some important conversation that you're having. potentially in relationship terms, because I am seeing the Lovers here coming into June. The Six of Pentacles can represent that give and take, in the sense that if the issue has been one person having everything that they want and the other person, you likely not getting everything that you need out of the relationship, this can be them saying, okay, I'll do what I can to rebalance that. I'll do what I can to make sure that you're valued and appreciated and your needs are addressed as much as mine in the relationship, because this is what really makes that healthy relationship. The Six of Pentacles is give and take. Is one person shouldn't take more than they give, and the other person shouldn't give more than they take. You know, it's the energy here of a healthy balance is all about give and take, and that's the energy here. Sometimes the breadcrumb card as well sometimes can indicate a person offering you a little bit just to keep you on the hook, but not giving everything that they could. And again, if that's been an issue, it might well be that that's being addressed here, because again, coming into June, the Eight of Pentacles is, I really want to prove myself. I really want to work at this. I really want to rebalance things with you in some way. If there's been some kind of fallout here where you're not sure about a relationship, you're not sure whether to end something. Again, the Ten of Swords can be about a painful ending. I see coming into June time, you listening to your heart, you choosing from your heart in terms of how you move forward. Male or female energy with the Queen of Cups. This is somebody really saying, I want to work at this. I want to prove that things can change. We can build back up. I'll pour more effort and time into the relationship. And again here, Scorpio, the other thing that's coming to me in this is, if somebody has been always at work and you felt that you had to do everything else with family, with life, with home, with children, you know, you had all the other responsibility because they were always working. This can also be the energy of readdressing that, you know. So again, whatever has, I want to say, made things out of balance here in the relationship, this can be the energy here of it being addressed with a view to wanting to bring balance back into the relationship in some way. The Lovers can be a choice that can affect a relationship, and it's a powerful relationship. This is two people who really complement each other. They fit together like pieces of a jigsaw. It's a powerful connection, a powerful union. There's a choice to make, or a decision about the relationship itself or in another area, and sometimes we just have to have faith. The Hierophant can be about having faith, leaning on our spiritual faith in times of difficulty. This can be also talking to a holy person, a mentor, somebody who might give you guidance, spiritual guidance. Can link with long-term committed relationships, marriage, happy home, institutional energy, the Hierophant as well. But this feels like, in terms of relationship terms, you're choosing from the heart and having faith, finding answers in how you want to move forward in making some kind of choice, potentially about a relationship. Now, the Lovers can be partnerships on other levels as well, so it can even be business partnerships. If the same thing, same message applied here, Scorpio, it's about you being intuitive, you really being intuitive in terms of how you move forward here. Because I just feel that you're going to be very connected to yourself. You're going to be very connected to your intuition. And that really helps you bring stability to your circumstances. You draw your strength, you draw that sense of centeredness from not just coming back to you, but by trusting your heart, by trusting your instincts. It brings this sense of a sturdy sense of you being your own rock, you know. You can see the White Cliffs of Dover in the background. The sea is calm here because the Queen of Cups has command over the power of water. Emotions we can sink under the waves if we're not careful, but this Queen doesn't. She's in touch with her emotions, but also understands how to govern them as well. And I see that happening for you. You understanding what you need to do, intuitively, emotionally connected to your heart in how to bring that sense of stability and security, making the right choices and decisions for you, and moving forward in faith. So it feels like, certainly in terms of relationships, there'll be some kind of choice or decision to make in whether you potentially end this or whether you allow somebody an opportunity to show that they can put more energy and effort into the relationship, show that things can change, show that things can be rebalanced in some ways, I want to say. I'm going to go into a few of the individual cards here, Scorpio. The Six of Pentacles, other messages with the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes this can be you giving somebody a sum of money or them giving you it. Can sometimes be family, friendships, love, romance. It can sometimes be we step in when we need to help and support people to bring that sense of balance back into their life. So that can be the energy here. It can also be, this is not just linked to money. The Six of Pentacles can be somebody offering you something as valuable as money, can be advice, guidance, support when you need it. So that can be that kind of energy too. I'm going to go over here because I kind of think some of these cards are self-explanatory. The Ten of Swords, again, if something has stressed you out, caused you a lot of worry, this Ten of Swords can be, like I said, the end of it. It can even be a painful experience, even in terms of health areas or health conditions. You surrender. This is a painful experience ends, and there is some news coming in that could be linked with you just being able to draw the line under a situation. It might have been a battle, but that sense of you got the help, support that you needed, or you supported somebody through a difficult time, and you can then surrender. So May will be quite a key month for that kind of energy to manifest for you. And the other energy, the message that I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles, I've kind of spoken about this in terms of this is very productive, whether it's working well to bring greater material success and financial stability in your life. It can be about getting recognized and noticed for what you do, because what you do is so good, so well. You're very methodical, you're in the zone, you don't drop anything, you're very reliable, and so whatever you work on, you really display your practical skills to the best of your ability with the Eight of Pentacles, and that's why you're on track for material gain. So that could be the energy here in money areas even, especially following on from April to May. This can also be about things like apprenticeships, internships, even learning a new skill, a new trade. It doesn't have to be just money, career, by the way. This could be something, you want to put your energy and time into something that you like doing. Could be with a view to long-term material success and stability. Even, working on something that is important to you, that can even transfer over to, a main career longer term. So it might well be that you're working on something in, again, taking on from that Ace of Wands, inspired action, and then in June, putting a lot of work and effort into it. This can be that kind of energy here, Scorpio. This can also be very good in terms of education, working towards getting educational qualifications, again, generally linked to greater material security and stability, internships, apprenticeships. And also if you have a temporary job, this can be about working towards getting greater permanent employment, for example, as well, because you're showing what you can do. So you're absolutely on track. That would be the energy here. And even with that, there could well be, if something is presented, there could be a decision to make in terms of, how you move forward in terms of whatever you're working on here. With the Queen of Cups, very intuitive energy. You just know what you need to do. June is a very intuitive month for you, where you'll just find the answers. You're very connected. Queen of Cups can be very spiritual energy because she's just very connected to, her intuition. And we have the Hierophant here. So you'll just know what you need to do. Act on your instinct and you won't go wrong. Now, the Hierophant, I've kind of spoken about this. This can be about things like long-term committed relationships, marriage. But it can also be things like having faith when we search for meaning and answers. So maybe getting some kind of answered prayers, guidance from a mentor or spiritual person. That can be the energy here. Or just moving forward in faith, leaning on your spiritual faith. This can also be linked to institutions. So it's not just love romance either. This can be, about family being important. It can be about education being important. Certainly with the Eight of Pentacles, there could be some important educational endeavour that you're doing. It can even be about finding your faith as well. But it can be about things like traditional institutions. And, even with the Hierophant, for me as a reader, it can be about following traditional steps of what's gone before. So you might well be following, you or somebody around you might be following in, for example, the footsteps of moving into the same occupation that your family has done before, or a person in your family. It's that kind of thing. So however that resonates with you, because that was coming through as well, that's what I'm seeing for you here, Scorpio. I think I've kind of gone through everything that I needed to go through. And the Lovers can be a choice about a relationship or partnership, or a choice that might be affecting the partnership in another area of life. So some significant choice or decision come June, but I feel that you find the answers. You find the answers here in what you need to do. You already know. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. I'm going to pull a colour card for you. Let's pull some extra cards, extra information, advice. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Scorpio? Two cards. We have yellow, purify your body, number 22. This can be about releasing from things that don't serve us. It can be changes in lifestyle, healthier habits, taking care of our body. It also can represent, the energy here of releasing things that don't serve our highest good. That can be, energies, people around us, unhealthy influences, whatever that might be for you. It might be addressed in the next 3 months. We have bronze, strengthen your body, number 14. Yeah, real focus here on taking care of you. I'm going to pull you a fortune cookie. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Scorpio, please? Angel, spirits, guides. Challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Intuition, yeah, exactly what we were saying, intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. There you go. This is the energy if you'll just know. I mean, Scorpios are very intuitive because you're a water sign. Let's pull you an energy card. What do we have for Scorpio, please? Angel, spirits, guides for the next 3 months. Message for our lovely Scorpios, thank you. Next 3 months for our lovely Scorpios. Thank you. Number 17, consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. I'm going to pull you an oracle card. What do we have for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio, thank you. Message for Scorpio. I like that. Beauty. Seeing the beauty of life. Underrated energy here. When we're in that beauty energy, it always feels very Empress, very bountiful energy, There's a great sense here of again, with these energy, choosing what's for you, what's not for you, surrounding yourself by positive influences, and again, the sense of releasing from anything that doesn't serve your highest good. That's the energy that I'm seeing. But certainly there is an opportunity to come through the other side of a situation I see here, Scorpio, in April, May, June, in a very positive way, coming back into your own. And I'm going to finish off with a card from the Archangel Michael deck. So let's see what we have for you. Final message for our lovely Scorpios. Thank you, April, May and June time. Oh, lovely. Number 44, you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Oh, it's just a lovely energy here, Scorpio, and that's what I was saying to you. Six of Pentacles is really Spirit saying you're going to get what you need. That's the energy here. Be it advice, be it guidance, be it the right support, or be it money areas. This is the energy here. That's your reading. I hope a little longer than the other readings that I do, but I always find that you get a lot of information from them. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months, Scorpio. I will see you next time.